name is Marnella. I'm a visual artist, and today I'm gonna guide you towards how to decorate a lovely heart. Yeah, cut it from a cardboard. We are going to draw first Lilypond flowers, and then we're going to paint using acrylic paints. So they can be in a set of tubes, or I have bigger ones. So it's entirely up to you how you have the set. The idea is to have acrylics and not watercolors. You'll need pencils, rubbers, brushes, water to clean your brush, and yes. When we are going to finish, guys, if you want to share your artworks on the social media, you can tag us. You can just search for our name, Art Classes Group, and you can tag us. By the end of the program, we are going to do an interview, a live interview, where we're going to share all the artworks that everyone produced during these workshops. I hope everyone is going to enjoy. You can unmute if you have any questions, or send me a message. I'll try my best to answer to everyone. And yes, good luck, everyone. Please share with us as well your drawing by the end of the workshops. I'm really curious. I want to see. Okay, I'm going to switch my camera towards my table. Okay, so this is my piece of cardboard. I have close to me my set of acrylics, pencil, rubber. Now, in order to mix the acrylics, it's good to have a plate. If you don't have a plate, any plastic thing, yes, anything, you know, that doesn't absorb too much water. So to mix the colors. Okay, so let's start the drawing. We are going to start first by sketching the flowers. And I'm going to mark the flowers with a circle. So we're going to have, yeah, a flower on a side of the cardboard. Yeah, doesn't have to be a perfect circle, just to mark where you are going to draw the flower. Okay, I have another flower in the middle of the heart shape, slightly bigger. Another heart on the other side, a little bit down than the others. Yeah. So see, I'm not focusing on doing a perfect shape. It's just an idea of where we're going to draw the flowers, and another one on top. Brilliant. We have a center from each flower. So in the center of the circles, I'm going to draw another circle, smaller. This is the center of the flowers. So for everyone else who joined, guys, we are doing the Lilypond flowers. We started to mark the flowers with circles. In the middle of each circle is another smaller circle, yeah, for the middle of the flowers. And around the small circle, we are going to start adding the petals. Now, so the petals are around it, quite small, not that big. So just, you know, randomly add some petals. It's a light reflection on my cardboard, so I hope everyone can see properly. Yeah. I'm going to rub out the line of the circle that is behind the petals. I'm using a very dark pencil. I'm using an 8B, so you guys can see my drawing. For you, you can use either 2B or 3B. Yeah. Now another round of petals, slightly bigger than the previous ones, what we've done. Randomly, doesn't have to be in a perfect, you know, perfect shape. Quite pointy as well, yeah, the petals. Yeah. Now at the bottom here, the bottom of the flower is going to be another petals, but slightly bigger. So I'm just gonna make these ones just slightly bigger. It has to give me the feeling that the flower is fully opened. So yeah, just 4, 5 petals, slightly bigger, yeah, at the bottom. And yeah. Just going to rub out now the shape of the circle. We don't need it anymore. It was really helpful for us to mark where we're going to draw the flowers. Yeah. We have a nice water lily flower, and we are going to apply the same for the rest of the flowers. Now you can play around, you know, not every flower is the same. Some of them have bigger petals, some of them have smaller petals. So do the same for the other 3 and change, you know, the petals direction, or bigger, smaller, less or more. Yeah. So now is your entire freedom to draw the flower in yeah, your style.
Great. Is he lovely? Yeah. Okay. Do you take pictures? Okay.
So we start with yeah, the same smaller petals, then second round of bigger petals.
And can we get a handout?
Sorry?
Wait, not that.
Yeah.
Is it possible to put everybody on mute who isn't speaking?
Yes, please.
I yourself. I think you would need to do it if you're in charge of the meeting.
Yeah. It is quite difficult for me because I'm working the same time. So yeah, sorry guys for not mentioning. If you can put yourself on mute, and then if you have any questions, you can unmute yourself or you can write in the chat box. Brilliant. Okay. Yeah. So the same, yeah, the bottom slightly bigger leaves. Yeah, so you see they're different. One of my flowers is bigger, the other one medium. Now I'm gonna do maybe 2 smaller. Yeah, so I'm going to play around with the shape. I can see some of you guys already working. Very nice work. Okay, let's carry on. Hopefully we'll have plenty of time to add some color to our work. Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. And yeah, just doing now the last flower. Yeah. Brilliant. So I finished drawing the flowers. I'm going to rub out all the circles from around the flowers. Okay. Yeah, so we have a lovely design, yeah, already created on our piece of cardboard. I just received the delivery in the morning and I took quickly the box. Yes, I have extra shape for my project. Yeah. Okay. Even if you haven't finished, it's fine. You can carry on with what I'm doing. And then after the class, you can finish off the part that is left. When we have quite some big spaces empty on our cardboard, so I'm going to draw a flower bud. Yeah, so I'm going to use first of all a shape of an oval, a long oval. Yeah, so I have some space left here, so I'm going to do a flower bud here and another one here. So try to look if you have any empty space, bigger space. Yeah, and we're going to do flower buds. Yeah, in the shape of an oval. Now we can make it a little bit pointy on top. Yeah. A few leaves from the bottom part, a few leaves. So don't worry guys, if you haven't finished, I have some comments is not finished. They didn't finish the flowers. No worries, you just carry on and then, you know, you have the idea how to do it and then you can carry on after the session. Okay. Just to mark that the two petals from the flower buds, I'll just make a wavy line here. Yeah. So we have a nice flower buds. You can make them smaller. I think I've done it too big. I just wanted to show you the shape. Yeah. I'm going to carry on with the flower stems. So, yeah, starting from the flower up to the bottom of your cardboard, just do 2 lines, yeah, a double line. Yeah, the same from the buds, yeah, and for all the other flowers. The ones that are, yeah, they are going, the stems that are going behind the other flowers, just stop with your drawing up to the flower and then carry on, yeah, up to the bottom. The same with the other flower buds, yeah, yeah. I hope everyone can see clearly. I can see a lot of reflection on my cardboard. Okay. So the water lily, now the part of leaves. So we know, if you guys seen water lilies in a pond or lake, you've seen that the leaves are floating and they have a very lovely shape. When I first draw the shape of water lily leaf, literally I was thinking of a shape of a pizza with a slice taken out. So it's like literally you draw a round, little, not perfect round, almost like an oval, yeah? And it's like, imagine it's a pizza and you take out a slice out of it. That simple, yeah? So these are the leaves of water lilies. Now I want to give a little bit of depth and thickness to the leaf. So the bottom part, I'm going to make it with a double line, yeah? So I'm just going to make it double, yeah? At the bottom part, yeah? So now I'm going to draw these leaves all over, yeah, our work, and try to go behind the flowers and the stems, yeah? So wherever you see any empty space, you can draw the leaves, yeah? Yeah. You see, suddenly it brings depth into our drawing. It's like we start imagining, oh yes, these are water lily flowers. I can see the leaves. Yes, it looks really nice. Okay. I'm going to add more leaves. Yeah. In between the flowers, behind the flowers, in between the stems. So try to fill your work entirely with drawing. Don't leave, you know, big gaps, or try to make it as detailed as possible. Yeah. Make different size for your leaves, some bigger, some smaller. Yeah. They're all different. There's nothing the same. Yeah. Yeah, and I think I'm going to stop. I'm quite happy with how many leaves I have. Yeah, it looks nice. I done drawing everywhere. I covered every space in there. Now, because we have a cardboard, we are going to work a lot with, so the color of the cardboard is, you know, slightly brownish. So we'll have to work a lot with bright colors. We need to bring the brightness into our work. So you can, the same guys, if you haven't finished, no worries, you can work after the workshop. You have the picture on the website as well, so you can see there. Okay, we are going to start first of all with flowers, then the leaves, and then the background. We will have to add 2 or 3 layers of colors to make it more stronger, lighter, brighter, yeah. For the lily, water lily flowers, I'm going to use, first of all, 2 brushes, a small one, number 1, and a medium one. Can be any number you have, mine is 6. So yeah, I have 2 size brushes, small and medium. On your plate, if you can have a white, a red, and purple and the green. In the camera, this doesn't look purple. Believe me, it's purple. It looks so blue, but it's purple. Yeah. So why I ask for 2 brushes is because we are going to work in the same time with 2 brushes, like we are gonna do knitting. So one brush is going to be for light, one for shadows. So the slightly bigger one is going to be for white. The smallest one is going to be for shadows. I'm going to create now a type of grayish color. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to take a little bit of purple. Yeah, take a little bit, put it on the side of your plate. A little bit of purple, a little bit of green. Yeah. By this time, you might have a type of muddy color. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now, I'll take a little bit from this and I'm going to mix it with white. And it's going to make a nice gray, purplish color. So instead of using black, that is quite a dull, you know, if we are mixing with white, it'll make a dull gray. This is a nice gray, you know, with shades of purple in it. I'm really sorry that the camera probably might not, can't see exactly the shade I have it here, but I can assure you it's a lovely, lovely gray. Yeah. Add water so it has a good consistency, almost like an ink consistency. Yeah. It's good to mix your colors a lot in advance of painting, you know. It helps a lot. Okay, so this will be the brush for dark. The other brush will be just for white. So the same I take from the white, put on a side of the plate, and I add a little bit of water and mix it until it's getting quite a runny, inky consistency. Yeah. So by now we should have white and this lovely gray. So how we are going to work now however you feel comfortable. So on each petal, half of it, apply the white color, half of it, the gray. So half white, half gray on each petal, yeah? So I'm gonna work in the same time with both brushes, yeah? Try to blend the two colors, not too much, but where they join, try to blend them nicely. So you have a nice blending, a nice, you know, shading on your petals. I have here acrylic brushes. However, I have the feeling that more softer brushes would work better. So if you have any watercolor brushes, I think those will work amazingly. So we're going to apply this for this technique for all the petals, except the middle part. The middle part is going to be yellow. We're going to do this afterwards. Even after we finish the session, if you want, guys, your artwork to be just outstanding, try to apply, I think, 2 or 3 more layers. So you make it more brighter because, you know, our background is the cardboard, which is slightly darker. Yeah. So we have a nice shading already. I can feel the volume already of each petal. Yeah, it gives a 3D effect. For anyone who is interested in painting very realistic, it's good to imagine that whatever you paint or you draw, it has to give you the feeling that you want to take it out of your paper. It's like you want to take the flower out of there and just put it in your house in a vase. Yeah. It's also very quick when you are using 2 brushes. You know, you are speeding up the process. Okay. I don't know if I'll have time to finish all. I will try my best. Okay.
Mary, why you are using 2 brushes? Could you please repeat it again?
Yes, so I'm using one for light, one for dark.
Okay, so on your right hand side is the white color.
Yeah, no, it's up to you how you feel comfortable. Yeah, it's entirely up to you. So one is white for white, the bigger one. The smaller one is for the dark. The shadow, I've done it from purple, green, and then white, mixed with white.
Okay, purple, green, and white. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. If you notice, when the colors get dry, they get quite transparent and they lose from their brightness. So I'm going to apply another layer of the white. Yeah. I think that I'm going to focus only on one flower. I'm not going to do the others. Maybe it's better for me to complete one flower and then you have the template of how to do the others, the other flowers. Okay. So I've done another layer of white. I'm going to do now another layer of the gray color. Yeah. Yeah, even if you guys haven't finished, I'll just put my brushes in the water. I'm gonna clean them properly, and then I'm going to use the tissue to dry them. So I make sure that I removed all the color, yeah, from the brush. I'm just going to do the middle part of the flower that is yellow. So if you can use the lightest yellow you have, just a small dash of yellow, because you need just a little bit. I'll mix it with white. Yeah, we need bright colors. So I'm going to mix it with white. Yeah, and I'm just gonna do dabs. Yeah. There's a fluffy part there, the yellow part. So I'm just going to do just dabbings, dab, little dabs. Yeah. My camera is so bad. I think all you can see, guys, is white in the middle, is it? Yeah. It's yellow. By words, I can tell it's yellow. Okay. Now, what is very nice of this water lily colors, flowers, is that they have a dash of pink on their petals. So for this, I'm going to use the small brush, and I'll take a little bit of red. My red is slightly dark. I have cadmium red. I love this kind of red. It's slightly darker, but when you are mixing it with white, it makes a very nice shade. I think it's a type of a dark pink, or yeah. Yeah. I think just mix a little bit more. So remember, your colors have to be mixed properly. For example, I just didn't mix it now, this one properly, and it's not the right shade. So yeah, I'm going to apply now this pinkish. I have a dark pink. In your case, might be brighter. It's fine, but it has to be a pink that you can see it. It has to be a strong pink. So now we're gonna add just dashes of pink on the petals. Either you do on the side of petal or just from the bottom of the petal. Is entirely up to you, because each flower is different, these lilies. So these spots of pink is literally everywhere on their petals, either on a side, at the bottom of petal, on a top. I start from the bottom of the petal and going on a side. Yeah. With the same paint, try to make as an outline to each petal. Just do some lines, you know, try to define more the shape of the petal. It's so funny that the flower itself looks very dull, but when you're gonna start painting the petals, the leaves, the water, literally it's like the entire painting will start take shape. Now it's just a spot of, you know, it's like a splash of color in there, but you'll see when you start painting around it, it will literally start taking shape. So I'm quite happy with my shades. That my flower has very soft shades of gray, of pink. Now I'm feeling that I need to define more the entire shape of the flower. So with the same gray that we've done, try to make it a little bit darker. So from the mixture of purple and green, just take from that dark gray. And just very gently try to make some outline. Yeah. Of just a gentle outline of the entire flower. You can go in between the petals, just some of them, do a little bit of outline. Yeah, so a very, very gentle outline. I just want to feel that I need to define more my flower. Yeah, so I'm applying this outline. Try to use as much as you can with the tip of your brush. Very gently touch it on your cardboard. Very gently, not too much, because if you apply pressure, it will get a thick. You'll get a thick line, and you don't need that much shadow in there. You need only soft, bright colors. I'm focusing a lot in between the unbelievable. We have only 15 minutes left. Wow. Time is really flying when you're enjoying something. So just finish the outline. So just as I mentioned, very careful with the outline. It has to be very gentle, very soft, just to define more the shape of our flower. If you want, you can outline mostly the main outline of the shape. Yeah. All I want to do now is leaf and a little bit of water around this lily. Hopefully we'll have time. Can't believe it. Okay. For the leaves, I'm going to use first the medium size brush. Mine is 6. Yeah. So for the color for the leaves, the same light green, and with just a small touch of this purple, just literally a small touch of the purple into the green. Yeah, so you have a nice shade of green, you know, not too dark, not too light, just a nice in between shade. Yeah. So I'm going to apply quickly one layer, yeah, for the leaf. The double line that is at the bottom of each leaf, that is going to be dark. So that is going to be with yeah, the dark gray that we used for the flower. I'm really sorry that we won't be able to finish it. However, guys, you'll have plenty of time to finish it. Send us the pictures of your work. We really want to see. I just hope I gave you a good hint, you know, how to start this work, and hopefully to look nice into your house. You'll find a lovely spot to display in your house. I'm gonna apply now a second layer of for the leaves. Yeah. And I'm going to let it, you can do even more layers. You can do 2-3 layers. Yeah. Lovely color. Now we are going to do, I'm going to do one stem. Yes, I'm going to do the stem of this flower. I'm going to use a light green. So this green that I have, I'm going to mix it with even more white. Yeah. So I'm gonna do the flower stem. The same, I'm doing 2-3 layers, so it's properly covered. Yeah, and it holds its brightness. Yeah. And now the moment I was really looking forward is the water. Now for the water, you can literally play around as much as you want. I have here 2 shades of blue, a dark and a light. But if you observe clearly the water in a pond or a lake, you'll see that there are many reflections in there. It's not only blue, you'll see reflections from the leaves, so a dash of green, from the flowers, a dash of pink and white. Yeah, so you can play as much as you want with the colors. I'm gonna start first with a light blue. Now, the secret of doing the water is when you paint, apply only horizontal strokes. So don't go vertical or different directions, only horizontal. So it doesn't matter what shade you add in there as long as they're horizontal. Yeah. So this, it will give us the idea that is water, you know, and different shades will give us the idea that is the moving of the water. Yeah. So horizontal strokes. Yeah. I'm changing the shade. Yeah. So darker, light, with the same brush. Because why I'm using the same brush and not like the flower is because I want the colors somehow to merge one into each other, blend one into each other without me spending too much time. So they'll blend actually on our cardboard, yeah? So just horizontal, yeah, lines. Now I'm going to add a few shades of white just to give some brightness in there. And that looks really nice, I love it. Yeah. Very gently go up to the outlines of the flower, the leaves, the stem. Yeah. So the medium brush works fine. If you want around the, if you're not if you want a perfect outline, you can use the small brush to go around the outlines, and then you carry on with the big brush, yeah, for the water. So be brave with the colors for the water. Use, I'm gonna use, for example, a red, yeah. These are the reflections, yeah, from the flower. So see, as I mentioned, the massive difference when you paint around the flower, when you give an environment to the flower, suddenly is like, getting, bringing to life. So it's good to have a medium brush for the water, but quite pointy. So you work out very easily in the small areas, but covering the same white, at the same time large areas. Yeah. And I'll just go even around here, the flower. And yeah. You can turn around if you feel confident. I mean, if you're more comfortable, sorry. You can turn it around, you know, but try to keep this pattern of horizontal lines is very important for the water. Yeah. More brighter shades in, yeah. So it's very important in our work as well to have a contrasting colors. For example, the flower is bright, has bright colors, and is coming out very nicely from that dark background. But we see that the leaf, for example, is blending into the water, and we don't want this. We want to see clearly the shape of the leaf. In this case, I'm going to apply just a little bit of more brighter green into the leaf. So I'll mix the green with yellow and a little bit of white. Yeah. So now I'm gonna paint all over the leaf. I'm just gonna make some lines starting from the center of the leaf. Yeah. So you see straight away it's more defined. Yeah, it has a lovely color. And now, because I want even more shadow into the more defined leaf, I'm going to use this purple with blue, purple with blue. And I'll apply a very soft outline to the leaf. Yeah. Yeah. You can apply just one line of shadow for the stem, yeah, just to get more volume. So imagine when this one will be finished, it will be literally outstanding. Just before finishing, so you remember the steps for the flower, 2 brushes, one for white, one for gray, then the pink shades, and then a soft outline. For the leaves, green and a little bit touch of purple. Yeah, and for the flower stem, green and white. For the water, only horizontal lines is very important. This will define the shape of the water, and this is what we want. And play around with shades. Whatever you have in your plate, just add in the water, yeah? So I have red, I'll apply red, blue, I'll apply blue. But the main thing, it has to be the blue shade. And yeah, a white as well. This looks really nice, brings more the idea of movement. So someone says they didn't get the resources, but the materials. I think it was in the emails, the list of materials. Yes, so the buds, they are the same, is just, okay, yeah, let's do the buds. So for everyone who is gonna join the rest of our workshops, you can go on our website. I'll just write it quickly in the message, and all the information and materials are there, including a short recording of exactly, so that is our website, and everything is in there, all materials for the other workshops. Just as a hint, we are gonna use mostly acrylics for the rest of the workshops, if you guys have. Okay, let's do quickly the flower buds. We're going to use the pink, yeah, from the flower, but slightly darker. So I'm going to get more generous with the red. So in the same pink, more red. And I'm going to paint all over the flower bud except the leaves. I'm going to apply 2-3 shades. Yeah. Now we need to bring some light shades into the buds. So I'm going to mix the same pinkish red color with yellow. So I'm gonna make a little bit orangey shade and white. Yeah. So pink, yellow, and white. And half of the flower should be this light pink. In my case, I think I'll add even more white just to be more brighter. Yeah. And then with the small brush and just pure white, yeah, just gonna bring extra light into the buds. Yeah, just lines, yeah, in the middle of, yeah, just some lines. I don't think, yeah, if you can see. Yeah. So you see, we went very nicely from a dark pink to a medium pink and now to a very light one. So this brings volume to our buds. And the same how we worked the big leaves, we are going to do the small ones for the flower buds. I'm really sorry that we have to finish, guys. I hope everyone really enjoyed. I hope you learned something new or just, you know, just enjoy doing a new piece of work. It will be really, it will look really nice, you know, hanged somewhere on the wall. You can mention, you can do your signature on a side when you finish, put the date. So it's nice to remember whatever you do, you know, to put the date so you remember when have you done it. Just before, one day before Valentine's Day 2021. It's nice to remember the things. I don't know, guys, if you want to share some of your works. Rosemary, nice. Let me just, oh, very nice. So I can, Rosemary, oh, very nice. Very nice. All of you, so nice. Unbelievable. Oh, Joanna, I love the water. So nice, guys. I love it. Oh, Daniel. Woo, that looks nice. Whoa, guys, unbelievable. Well done, guys. So carry on, finish the work as it really looks nice. And send us some pictures, tag us on social media or email us your works, and we're gonna put all the works in a live interview. We're gonna display online all the works.